Okay, so today's video is a little bit different. It is a chicken coop reveal. So the girls are coming in. I'm gonna go back outside and show you the outside really quick. It's raining today, so I'm kind of too close, but we just have one of these sheds that came, it was already at our house. And so you can see my husband, he actually cut open the outside of one side of it, and it unhinges and completely swings open so I can clean it out. It has this little laying box he built in that I can open.
You didn't latch the side.
I relatched it.
Okay,
so it opens up now, and they tend to want to lay their eggs in one side or the other together.
Who's that?
Hey, Belle.
Who's that?
5, 6, 7, 8,
It's Belle.
9, 10, 11.
Okay.
Good
Thank
job.
you for that, good sir. There's the chickens' hen yard right now. We're hoping to be able to put a garden in on this side at some point. But right now, the girls are enjoying just having a lot of room. They actually do have a lot of room back there. They can go behind. Don't mind our mismatched fencing. Okay, here we go again. Okay, so first feature is the nice linoleum that's underneath these shavings. That makes it really easy when that's that box you saw outside, and I unhinge this, and this whole wall underneath here swings open, so I can just sweep. Yeah, don't open it up. It's
Okay, but it opens right there. Hinges on that wall right there.
So the girls, so I see they like to lay in one spot, like take turns in the same spot. So I have a spot there, and then I see somebody couldn't wait. Like one right there.
Couldn't wait for someone to get out of their spot.
Yeah.
Ah, I gotta drop it right now.
So Jesse gave me some little, cut these in for me. Usually, where's my
Oh, I'll get the shovel.
shovel? This is my like poop scooper, and there you go. This is my little pooper scooper. That sometimes if I come in here, because I come here every day, and if I just see like big piles of poop, especially like where they lay, I just scoop them up and like throw them out into the yard area usually. But you see he's putting in a roosting nest here. He built some more there. And this time of year we keep the heat lamp on for them. And oh, there it is. There's we put my pooper scooper shovel, yeah. And then this is an automatic door, as it's on a photocell.
Yeah.
Right, so it opens when the sun hits it, and it closes when it gets dark.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and show them this thing that you built. So this thing was really helpful. So this is the feeder. So we were like, we bought like one of those feed boxes, but we're having to refill it constantly, and then it wasn't big enough once we were getting more chickens. So Jesse built me a huge feeder. Wait, open it up for me again so I can see the bottom, see inside. And it holds, like, you can put
150 pounds of feed in there.
150 pounds of feed, so I don't have to constantly be trying to refill it and lifting up the heavy. And he refills it for me because I'm a weakling, but. So this is the chicken palace. We've got plenty of room in here, and I clean it out in full probably almost every Saturday, except sometimes when it's raining I might skip a week. But that's when my little pooper scooper comes in more handy, for little like quick cleanups. The girls are out there scratching around for it. Okay. Well, just let them have their snack, babe. Okay, come on, let's go in. But like an important part of my egg operation is my scrap bowl. So I just keep it out like to my cutting board all the time, right? Because I'm just always going to be cutting things and throwing it in here, eggshells in here. Say you do have to break those eggs up like really, really small before you can't just give them that like that so they don't become egg eaters. But so that's usually Bo's job. Actually, like give him the potato masher and he just like smashes them all up. And then these are usually like apple or a lot of times the apple cores. The kids will eat an apple. They leave a lot of flesh on it. Kids don't really eat that down to the core real skinny. But I'll just take that core and I chop it up into smaller pieces because, chickens don't make it hard for them, and then it can spread out more, so they're not like fighting over one chicken or apple core. You know what I mean? So yeah, when you give them their scraps, you want to kind of like toss them out. I usually walk along like this. I don't have to put my hand in here and shake it out, kind of like in a line. And then they kind of have like their little buffet, their little scrap buffet. And so they usually get a bowl of scraps almost every day, just whatever's in here. Usually after dinner goes out there, or if they're just whenever it fills up to a certain amount. And then this is a good, the shells are a good way to get their, some calcium back into them. I mean, their food has, I believe, is like fortified with calcium too. But I do notice that my shells are not as hard as like the store-bought ones. But I'm hand collecting them and being pretty gentle, but every once in a while I do crack one. Anyway, so yeah, chop up their stuff for them. Chickens don't have teeth, right? They have gizzards. They have to like pick up little, rocks or whatever they keep in their throats to grind up their food. So the smaller the better for them. And then of course I do give them, like the kids, if they don't finish a piece of toast or they don't want to eat their bread crusts, like I pull them apart in smaller pieces and those go in there. They like those. Anyways, the scrap. Anyone that has chickens knows that like nothing goes to waste with chickens, right? We just had lunch. We just came in from outside. The boys are wiping down the table. It's Sunday. I don't know what phone's ringing. It's Sunday, so we are actually going to do school today. So we just came in from outside. This is actually the basket that I collect the eggs in. And this is just my amateur tip, is to put, I like these microfiber cloths in there because they give the egg some cushion, because every once in a while you'll crack an egg on your basket or like they clunk against each other. So that's my trick for that. And then I just keep I have a little egg corner over here. I just have an egg basket where I just put my ones I've collected. These are just from yesterday and today because I gave away all my eggs or sold all the extras I had yesterday. I got this at an antique store or a junk store, but I think it's from Avon, like an old one, but I keep rubber bands in here because down here in my little pantry area is where I keep my egg cartons, right? So this is my little egg corner. So when I just cook them. I don't refrigerate them unless I have to wash them for some reason, then you have to refrigerate them. But I just pull from here and I just keep them at room temperature, and they're not sitting in the sun or anything, they're in a shady spot. But that's how I just cook straight with them. When I sell them, I just set up my little washing station over here and I package them up, and then I use those rubber bands usually to put around the cartons just so they don't come open. And then I have to refrigerate them since they've been washed. So that's why I usually wait until someone's gonna come over to get them, or if I'm gonna get rid of a bunch of them at one time, I just do all that washing at one time, put them in the fridge just at one time, usually at the end of the week when the fridge is kind of like more emptied out because I haven't done my weekly shopping, because then I have room for them, because I don't have like an extra refrigerator to keep a ton of eggs. I would kind of like to get more chickens and get a second refrigerator and maybe put it out in our my husband's like shop area. But I don't know, I have 18 chickens and they're not all laying yet. It's like 10 of them are layers. I think or maybe 9, because I lost a chicken this year. So I think a predator got it. But 2 of them just started laying. I'll see if I can show you. You can tell which ones. See the littler ones? This is one of my young girls, one of my newer layers. She just started laying. So cute, so little. Yeah, so I don't sell the little ones, something like that. We just keep those for ourselves and we give people the full-size ones. So, yep, that's my little chicken operation. You saw the coop. You see my chicken corner, my egg corner. And then this, don't mind, my backyard. My back porch is like the dumping ground for all the crap that needs to get put out. But I just have like this. I have some, you can just get these at like Walmart, over in like the fastener section. I got like 3 of them, and I just painted it. Just paint them the same color as your house and screw them on. And they're a great place to keep helmets, chicken baskets, all types of stuff. There's the coops the way back there. Or do you guys want to see some egg math. Like if you're wondering how much to sell them for, I'll show you my egg math. How do I know how much to charge for my eggs? Well, I guess it's really gonna partly depend on your goals for your eggs. For me, I just wanted to not be paying for my own eggs. I just wanted to basically have my eggs covered, and like anything on top of, I guess anything left over would just be, profit. But not really, because we spent a couple $100 when we first, fixed up that coop, like when we converted that side of the yard shed into coop space. So, and then we have electricity running out there. We've installed water lines out there so that I don't have to carry water from the house all the way back there. So we've invested, quite a bit of money. I mean, to buy the birds themselves is pretty negligible because little baby birds are like, $2 a piece or something. But, you feed them for like a good amount of time before they produce. So I don't know. I'm not trying to run a super profitable egg business or whatever. I just wanted I like keeping them. I like that I feel like I'm not wasting anything. I think they're good for my mental health. They give me a hobby. They're funny. They're educational. Gets you out of the house. There's just so many benefits to having chickens. And they aren't very noisy, and they are good for keeping down, like they'll eat ticks or whatever, and anything bad in your backyard. They'll keep down the beetle population. So they're just really, I think, a beneficial pet. And, they're good for the kids to like help me with the chore, the whole work ethic stuff. So I just basically, I'm not trying to make a killing or anything right now on my eggs, especially with the prices so high. It's nice to be able to give people like a break. So I am currently selling my eggs for $4 a dozen, and this is how I do that math. Okay, so right now I have about 10 layers, right? So I'm getting 10 eggs a day. So we're gonna do some estimating, 30 days in a month, right? So I'm getting about 300 eggs a day. And because I keep the light on, I keep my heat lamp on in there, they're getting enough light exposure. Their bodies aren't expending a bunch of energy trying to keep warm. They can go inside their coop whenever they need to warm up, and they get so much food. They get my scraps, they get scratch, and they have that huge feeder all the time that's full. I didn't even show you our automatic watering thing. I'll do it on a nicer day when I'll take you in the chicken yard and show you the whole water setup. Because I really need this to be low maintenance for me. So my husband has I couldn't have done all this stuff myself, right? Like my husband has done so much to make this a low maintenance hobby for me. I'm so blessed to have him. So anyways, I get about 300 a day. That'd be crazy. 300 a month. Can't talk and write at the same time, can I? So I want for our household, about, I'd say 20 a week, right? So that's going to translate into about 80 a month for our own household, right? And everything else I want to be able to sell. So that's like this summer, when the egg prices there was no egg shortage or whatever, I couldn't even give my eggs away. It was so annoying. But anyways, right now people are buying them. So I get about 300, a month, subtract the 80 that I want us to keep. So that leaves me 220 a month that are available for sale, right? So what are my monthly costs right now? So I'm not really factoring in the hundreds and hundreds of dollars we've spent on just getting our operation established. I haven't done the math on how many years I'd have to sell eggs at $4 a dozen before we broke even. It's a hobby. These are my monthly costs. So I'd say for feed, it's about $20 a bag, and we probably go through right now about, 2 a month. So that's $40 a month. Then we do our scratch is probably another 20, but we probably only go through about 1, right? So that puts me, it's like $20, and then we have to get shavings, and we probably get a new I don't know, probably, I think it's probably about, I want to say that they're like $7. We probably get about 2 a month of those, so it's 14, right? So that's 4, so 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's about $74 a month in costs just on those items, not counting increased utilities for running a heat lamp this time of year and like water usage and stuff, which I'm sure isn't that all that much. It just keeps refilling their bucket, which goes into their, like, they have 3 or 4 little water feeders. Okay, so that's $74 a month. So $74 a month, I want to just try to cover that, right? So I have got $74, right? Divided by 220 eggs. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that in my head. 74 divided by 220 equals about, 33.6 cents. So 33.6 cents an egg, right, times 12. So we'll take that number. Times 12 eggs in a dozen. So that's $4.03. So I would have to charge $4.03 for to not be paying for my own eggs. Does that make sense? So $4.03 a dozen. So I just charge 4, and I figure, because who's going to charge 3 cents or whatever? And I just figure there'll probably be weeks where I don't use 20 eggs and I have more to sell, so it'll probably all kind of like wash out, you know what I mean? But even so, if I was only paying 3 cents, a dozen or something extra, like that still works out for me. So, yep, that's how I do my my egg pricing, my dozens. I'm just trying to break even and not pay for my own eggs, right? Alrighty, if you guys have any more questions or anything else you want to see about the chickens, just feel free to leave me a comment and I'll make a follow-up video.